Welcome back to the game. We are hours away from Game 3 of the NBA Finals as the series swings to the home turf of the Miami Heat. Joining us tonight to talk about some big storylines is basketball analyst Mr. Hot Takes, Jello Vito. Jello, welcome to the game and thank you for joining us. Ready na kami sa Hot Takes mo. Mas ready ka na ba sa Hot Takes si Jello?
I'm ready to pour cold water in this hot takes. But let's go, Dip.
Alright, simulan natin. Of course, we're gonna have to go back to game number 2 so that we can move forward to the discussion tonight. But that last possession of that game, of course, Miami winning by 3 points, right? Ano masasabi mo in that last possession? It was a duel between Butler versus Jamal Murray.
You know, it's a battle and it's a duel that you want to see more of the series if you're and may advantage dito ang Miami in terms of Jimmy Butler just attacking and just being there in front of Jamal Murray in that game. And I really think that this will be a new adjustment maybe if you're the Miami Heat na you try to attack and you try to get by Jamal Murray in terms of defensive adjustment. So let's see how Denver adjusts in Game 3.
There were so many things that happened in that last play in particular. First of all, Denver may have made a mistake with that high pick and roll because Jimmy Butler got switched onto Jamal Murray. But if you're the Miami Heat, you're curious why you did not foul when they were up by 3 and when they're up by 3 and Jamal Murray got off a shot that I guess a lot of Denver fans would live with. But you take a look at this right now. The Butler on Murray thing was not an accident. Throughout the entire game number 2. Kevin Love started and Jimmy Butler defended Jamal Murray. Do you feel that this is going to be the matchup you have to look out for, especially in game number 3?
You know, you have to expect Miami to continue putting Butler on Jamal Murray, knowing that it worked for them in Game 2, and knowing the zone defense of Miami really helped a lot in terms of putting ease on Bam Adebayo, putting him at situations where he would just help and not really match up fully against Nikola Jokic, and putting Kevin Love in the starting spot in that game too is also crucial kasi nga na-bump off tong si Bam Adebayo to a much safer maybe and much para matakpan lang siya and just mas maging madali ang trabaho ng Miami.
Right, adjustments will be made for the Denver Nuggets. But of course, we take a look at what the analysts say na si Jokic of course, is kumbaga siya yung best player for this Denver Nuggets team. But do you think Jamal Murray is just as important in terms of how they go with the games? Kung mananalo ba sila, may barometer ba? Pag Jamal Murray plays this way, Denver will win the game.
I think pag si Jamal Murray is hitting all cylinders, I really think na he's as close as Nikola Jokic as yung importance niya for Denver. But when you take away that Jamal Murray, yung averages niya, looking at his previous game, he was even this series, baba ng averages na. Not the usual during the playoffs, but you take away Jamal Murray's production, probably the level of Denver bababa ng konti yan. But knowing Nikola Jokic, he can do a lot of things. He can create and facilitate for Denver, and I don't see anything wrong with it.
The Nuggets have a very weird record of going 0-3 every time Nikola Jokic scores more than 40 points, which doesn't sound right, but it does. A lot of people are saying it's because Nikola Jokic is becomes a scorer instead of a passer. But the reason why he became a scorer rather, is why do you think, if you're from a Miami Heat perspective?
You know, you want the ball at the hands of Nikola Jokic just scoring because it takes away the other guys kasi you know how Miami's other players are capable of playing. So it's very, very important for Denver to probably alisin si Nikola Jokic as a scorer lang, make him put other players in a situation where they will move off ball, they try to alleviate that pressure on Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. So guys like KCP, Aaron Gordon, like what he did in the first game with Aaron Gordon, poste lang siya in the looking for mismatches. And I think if they make those adjustments, I think magiging okay come game 3.
Right, looking at more numbers to prove the point, no. Pao said 0-3 sila when Jokic scores more than 40 points or 40 points or more 12-1 sila in terms of when Jokic scores less than 40 points. And then his last game only had 4 assists. And of course, the record of Denver, whenever Nikola Jokic has double-digit assists, 6 out of the 8 games yun, panalo rin yung Denver. So do you think, strategy ba to? Of course, this was sort of an issue, no? Coach Spo got asked in the press if this is a strategy. But of course, hindi niya, kumbaga dinenay niya yun. Sabi niya, Jokic is a great player. But do you think it's something that Miami Heat is looking into moving forward in the series?
You know, as a coach, I would, again, looking at that interview of Coach Nikola Jokic, and as a coach, you would, syempre magagalit ka na parang, why would you let someone score that much and with the hopes of just a single player single-handedly beating you in the game? Syempre, as a coach, magagalit ka talaga di ba? Parang, we created some schemes for this guy and yet, wala hindi natin nagawa ng paraan. So, looking at that interview of KCP, sabi niya nga na even though we played bad, he thinks they think they played bad, nahirapan pang i-close out ni Miami itong game na to. So, let's see what adjustments talaga. Again, this series, feel ko, it's just a game of adjustments. Chess match to come next, the succeeding games.
Alright, so I'm gonna put Jel on the spot here because alam ko yung hot take niya na hindi niya sasabihin on air sana was that Denver is going to take Game 3 or at least that's what you're predicting. And for the sake of our very own Rain Tixon, who has threatened resignation if the Miami Heat do beat the Denver Nuggets, what do you think Denver will do right in the next game?
I really think, Nikola Jokic would be put in a position where, again, he would be Nikola Jokic. He would be scoring, he would be creating, same as Jamal Murray. But I think they need the other guys to be more active. Guys like their shooters. KCP, Aaron Gordon should always look for those mismatches. Brown should be there in the mix-up. I think Denver should make it a collective effort. Kasi yun yung ginawa nila nung Game 1 I think, and throughout this playoffs, and throughout the entire playoffs, it was a collective effort. Kailangan nila lumabas yung well-oiled machine the Denver team if they want to win this Game 3.
Well, we'll see what's going to happen there. Of course, the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets all tied up at 1 game apiece. So let's see who takes the lead here in game number 3.